Hey guys, J-Man37X here bringing you episode 113 of Epic Battle Fantasy V. Last time, we got up to and did some preparing for the upcoming boss of the 4th Premium Dungeon, the Crystal Caverns. And, yeah, this time we're going to be taking him on. As I've said, this is, personally, my most dreaded boss fight in the game. So I've been spending a lot of time preparing for it. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys, first, we'll check, use all their steroids. These are the summons I'm going in with. Really nothing's too changed, but this set has... You can do pretty much any major debuffs and, you know, flips and all that sort of stuff with this. So, the one swap I think I used the Angel Mirror for something, so I just threw Wise Mirror in here. It's pretty good. 5 turns of Bless for full party. I don't think it's going to be that useful for this fight, but, you know, highly recommend you go into this with Viking Monolith. You know, more than any other situation. So let's go ahead and take a look at our equips. So Matt, I currently have kitted out for kind of a hybrid of damage and support. I used my attempt of this boss fight in my live stream as a point of reference. I went in with mostly this kit, except I had the Darkstalker equipped. I'm not 100% sure why. I suspect maybe for attack, it's just fully upgraded, for attack debuffing, but I don't know, because that's kind of what I go with on Ana as well. So, I have him being able to do big buffs is useful here. So he can throw down an 80 strength protect, which is going to really help us survive early on. Alternatively, I also have him with the Berserker. This is a weapon I kind of wanted to try out, and the thing is, I suspect most of the time at least the first limit break I'm going to try doing is I'm going to try starting off with a Ragnarok to set up other people's limits so we can literally just zerg him down right at the start, as I recommended you do last time. And then just some generally really good flares. I threw the Triforce on him, and he's got the bandage just to hit 100 earth resistance, again mostly for the early phase. She's got 100 fire and wind resist, which is pretty handy. Pocket watch, Celtic Cross, mostly just for dealing damage. Free Stumpy Gloop effect is always really strong, so hopefully that'll come in handy. Lance is packing 150 fire, 100 earth, really nice. Bounce Badge and Battle Paint just cuz. Desert Scorpion, this will help us inflict dry for potential bomb setups. Ana's a bit of an oddball, I think. 100 fire, 50 earth, not the best resistance set. Honestly, I feel like there's probably a better hat that I could have given her. But as far as dual resistances for this fight, they're kind of hard to come by on the ladies' equipment. Basically, anything that resists fire, wind, earth, and bomb in any combination is hard to come by. So I just ended up giving her this. It increases the effective buff and debuffs. This increases debuffs, and you can use this to... Oh, this also increased the debuffs. Oh, I didn't notice that, actually. All of the debuffs are buffed here. Okay, so basically this primarily is useful for, you know, whether or not I'll end up using it, I don't know. We could do, what is that, a minus 60 Screamer now, I think? Which is not too bad. That's pretty significant attack debuff, if I'm recalling how all these equipments interact. And I figure I'll keep it with the Fat Fly, just in case the ores get out of hand. I can do a Doom setup, an instant death setup if need be. No Legs is pretty much the same. I couldn't really find anything better to give him. I know I'm going to need capture gear, so that, like, you know, some of this stuff I couldn't afford to change. I could give him another flare here, though. Just give him, like, the eyebrows or something, I don't know. I'll give him the cattail, sure. And honestly, we'll swap off the lucky fish, too. We'll give him the eyebrows, okay. But basically, he has maximum capture gear, which is, I think, going to be essential in trying to capture this guy. So, without further ado, I think we're ready to head into it here, guys. Alright, let me just work around my party here. So let's see, who do I want? I want physical limit break, so I think that's going to be largely this crew. Actually, sorry, one more thing. This is something I actually didn't check beforehand. You're going to do Ragnarok. Lance, you don't have anything, but you... Oh, actually, you have Oblivion. Oh, Oblivion's actually good. Okay, yeah, that works. And what do you have? Absolute 0, I guess? It's not too bad. What is your physical? Your physical's dark. That's not really going to help us. Okay. So, probably more like this, then. This is mostly just proof of concept. I want to see how well this type of plan will actually work in the fight. Okay. Alright. So let's see here. The idea is that Ragnarok is going to give huge physical attack buffs to everyone, and because of his equipment, this should actually give, I believe, 100 attack buff to everyone, which is, you know, I don't have to tell you, that's a lot. So let me think. I kind of want him to have a physical buff, so I might take a turn. Well, that's probably not worth it, actually. Let me think. Who's not going to care about having a second turn? You, I think, could inflict dry and use your limit. Matt can use his limit and do an attack. Well, she can do her limit and do a bit of an attack debuff. But I think, okay, so let's try this. Let's do Viking Monolith on Anna's turn. Alternatively, if you wanted to be particularly efficient about your turns, you could probably equip that Viking Monolith hat and just go in and out of the fight until you get its effect to go off for free. I believe that can happen. That can still happen. Alright, so we're just gonna drop a Ragnarok as our first play, I think. Yeah, let's start with that. The Berserker, whatever, sword, boosts non-elementals, which includes this, and it's also just really strong. So, we captured him. No good deed go unpunished in your world. Alright, so he's got that. Let's do Unload for Dry. It's pretty good damage right off the bat. I don't even know what lies under their taunt. Yeah, this is pretty significant. I mean, stop this monster enough for it. Yep. Alright. Okay, so this will actually decrease. Okay, no, I think that's fine though. So let's do an Oblivion. Okay. Very solid damage output so far. Okay, we haven't gotten him to his next phase yet. So let's do Big Bullet. Hopefully this will push him over the edge with the stagger mixed in. Oh, not quite. Alright, okay, we're gonna shift gears a little bit here. I love him with the eyebrows. I forgot that really one of Matt's turns should be used to do an 80 power protect. So let's go ahead and do this. We should survive whatever he throws at us. Okay, he did his probably his weakest attack actually. Deeper still lies an endless ocean of fire. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's burned right now, which is fine. It's not gonna heal him for that much. Okay, I mean, we've already got all that out of the way. I kind of want to start saving the limit breaks a little bit now. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get him down below half soon. Or below the damage. I don't know exactly the percentage. I think it's about a third of his health. Let's see, can I inflict dry? I don't think so. Not in one turn, at least. Oh, actually, I can just do double shot. Slightly weaker damage turn from him. But, oh, I think we did it. Fighting Spirit burns like a nuclear explosion. So there's like a little bit of lava coming out of his eyes. I believe he's now in his second phase. I think. I feel like we're close enough to that damage threshold that should be the case. One thing you do have to remember in this fight is that the ores exist, and yeah, we're in a second phase now. Okay. The ores exist, and they can be a huge problem, especially when they start just like spawning one at a time. It's really annoying. Some good strats. I think on my live stream attempt, I would often siphon them so that they can't do their suicide attack. Basically, if you single target limit break early on, you can potentially keep the ores stunned, frozen, siphoned, so that they just can't die, and then you keep the really weak ores in the whole fight. I find it a little bit hard, maybe, to keep up with that, but it's potentially a decent idea. Okay, let me think here. Really, his main weakness is like water and holy, so bomb setups aren't the most efficient. Let's just go for an airstrike. Okay, we got the stagger. 2 turns of stagger. I kind of want to make full use of that this turn. Yeah. So let's do water or holy. Which is better for you? I think. Actually, they're pretty much exactly the same. This is a high crit rate, though, and we don't need to dispel him, so... Alright, let's do that. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty good. Now he's wet, also, so now he's a bit more susceptible to ice. I think ice is actually a bit more efficient now. Your attack is buff, so let's go for an ice from you. That's pretty good. Okay, that might dispel. Oh, no, it disables anyway. Prolong his suffering. Return fire. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I noticed he's spamming the bullet attack, which I consider to be one of his strongest, like, regular attacks that he uses. That's the only one that this equips that isn't suited to defend against is the bullet attack. I think he has 5 he can use right now. Okay, I think what we're gonna have to do... let's swap out Lance for now. I think we're gonna throw down a 9 lives. We have too many buffs on the line here. So I kind of want to keep up with that. Let's do... Matt's still kind of hurt, though. Let's swap him out for now. There's something I wanted to... Okay, she has her limit. This is sort of a backup plan. I'm saving 7th Heaven for once this plan inevitably starts to crumble a little bit. He does use some magic attacks, but not too many, so I don't consider a barrier to be very worth our time. So, okay, so I think I'm going to try a Siphon on these ores. The thing is, as the ores get higher level, even their, like, basic bash attack that they're going to start using, even that can be a little bit scary. So just something to keep in mind. Let's actually try a Screamer. This is kind of what I have her set up to do, is a 60 attack debuff Screamer, so let's actually do it. Yeah, I mean, it's only going to be 20 on him, but these guys are going to do almost nothing, which is nice. Okay, that was one of his magic attacks he can use in this phase. That's fine. No Legs had revive from when he used the, what you call it, so... okay, I guess that wind... Okay, so that attack he used, I believe, is wind magic that, apparently siphons. I kind of forgot about that. Okay. Let's swap out some of these weaker members for now. Okay. No unload yet. The Topaz ores are pretty non-threatening right now. This guy still can be. Well, we can potentially try and incapacitate him for some amount of time. Let's give Nat a bit of a... actually, hold on. She burned. I think she was the one that wasn't burned. Yeah, okay. Cool. Actually, no, hold on. Change my mind. Let's have you do a health strike. I don't want to deal with people with Siphon in the backup, because then I can be in a situation where I think I can swap someone in and do like a backup plan, and I just can't because they're siphoned. So that's no good. Nat's still siphoned. Let's bring Matt back out here. I'm trying to think about what I want to do with this guy. I think I'm just gonna maybe go for a stun or a freeze. Probably stun's a better call. Yeah. Okay, well, it's gonna work for one turn, but that's not too bad. And you can just throw out an attack, honestly. Okay. Okay, there's his other wind magic attack that he can use. You know, animated video games. I forgot that actually counters with revenge, which is pretty nice. Okay, so this is bad. We're all cursed now. Of course, I just used Health Strike. Oh, the curse is really gonna add up. That's gonna be bad news. Oh well, you got dispel. Okay, so I think that other attack he used is also wind. I think it dispels and curses, I believe. So that's a pretty devastating attack. Those two attacks are two of the attacks that he will continue to use into his third phase, in addition to, I think one other attack, maybe a fire attack, and then he also has the attack where he buffs himself and gives him haste, and it's just a huge circus, and it's horrible, and you don't want it to happen ever. Well, Lance is pretty much unbuffed at this point, so I think I'm gonna have to swap him out. I'm thinking of doing a 7th Heaven pretty soon. Absolute Zero. It's gonna kill off these ores, which I kind of want to save for later on in the fight when the ores start to get really tough. Jeez, I'm not sure actually. So I might be better off doing Legend with Matt right now, as far as, you know, offensive maneuvers are concerned. Oh, yep, see, that's what I mean. She's still siphoned. Okay. Well, I mean, she's still probably our best bet. No, never mind. She's buffed, but I do want to get him healed up. Let's just go for a Quartz Ore on Lance's turn. I think we had a strong first couple turns, but things are starting to get a little bit dicey right now. Let's try a Legend. Okay. Yeah, let's just go with Legend here. It's okay. Might have been better off just sticking with something that was super effective against him. Okay. Kind of want to do an AoE here, if at all possible, just to kill this guy and dish out a little bit of damage. Of course, none of these AoEs are particularly useful here. You shouldn't be too concerned about conserving your SP, because, you know, he does spawn the ores quite rapidly. You're still siphoned, so that's not gonna help us. Does he have a weakness that none of these guys do? Holy. Okay. This should target to him. Yeah, okay. A little bit of extra damage. Okay. I forgot the siphon ran off on those guys. Okay, I actually could have just done an AoE and killed them out. Okay. Alright, didn't notice that. Okay. Yep, you see now the ores are level 37. I believe once the ones that were first in the fight were 35, we had a bunch of 36s, now we're up to 37. I believe by the end of the fight they could be as high as like 39 or 40. We might need to go for... Does she have anything that buffs? Oh, okay. Getting Nat out with things that buff, that increase buff skills is also pretty viable, just for an especially potent 7th Heaven. Okay, I think we're just gonna go for the 7th Heaven at this point. We don't get limits back that slowly, so I think we can afford to just kind of throw it out there, now that we're in a bit of a situation where it could be beneficial. What is that? 70 to, I mean, 70 to everything is good. You could feasibly get that to buff every single stat by 100, though. Which, you know, it's pretty good. Okay, he has buffed his physical defense. That must have just happened. Oh, right, the guy used Protect. That being said, I can't quite take advantage of it this turn, but next turn I can maybe flip. Actually, you know what? Let me just flip that now. No, I'll wait, actually. I'll wait one turn to do that. I mean, this is about as good as this is gonna get. Oh, it'll also clear the weather. I actually like this. Gives good luck to everyone. This is pretty versatile for this fight. I only just realized that. That way we don't have to deal with either side being burned anymore. Get some good luck going. Take out that one ore just because. That's not too bad. Everything will burn at a high enough temperature. It's fair enough. Let's see how much heat can withstand. Oh, we got the stumpy gloop. Alright, we're pretty stacked on buffs right now, man. Excuse me. Okay. So, Nat, I think, is kind of out of... She's siphoned again, so she's kind of out of the picture. Let's bring in this squad. Alright, Anna's got her limit break. I think now we might be approaching a time to use it, although she doesn't have any good physical limits. Which is unfortunate. I know I'm gonna flip that. I'm just trying to think about how I can best take advantage of it. Okay. I think we're gonna have Anna flip it. And then unload and bullet, big bullet from Matt here. Okay, so let's do that. Nothing too crazy as far as setups go, but it's a good way to try and get ahead here. Okay. We are going to need to start killing the ores. The ores are, as you can see, the ores are actually quite threatening now. That's his best attack. That's the attack. You want him to use that attack every single turn if you can help it. That is by far his worst attack. It's a single target fire attack, and most likely going into this fight, you will be pretty prepared against fire attacks. So that is just a really nice attack for us to see. I really want to dish out damage, but I do need to keep tabs on this whole situation. I think we're gonna... hold on. Let me think. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do... She's still siphoned. Okay, maybe not. Okay, change plans. I think we're just gonna throw out the absolute zero here. It is gonna debuff his evade, which is obviously not helpful now, but might be helpful for capturing later. I don't know what health he goes into his final phase. His final phase, you do not want him to be in it at all. It's very scary. Honestly, I might be approaching capture range. Let's keep pushing forward. Yeah, oh, okay, he's in the phase. Okay. Okay, we're in trouble. We're in trouble here. Okay, I didn't think we were that close. Oh, no. The Ors is still alive, also, which is actually really good for us. Next turn, he is going to annihilate us, basically. This is bad. Okay, no, hold on. Let's think about this. We can't Viking Monolith, which is unfortunate. He's siphoned. That's fine. Okay, I'm thinking of going for a capture here. 80? I forgot that she has huge debuff boosting stuff, so he just got his evade debuffed by 80. 35 defense. The only statuses you can get on him that are going to help you: burn, stagger. That's it. That's literally all that you get. We can do that. We can do one of those. We can get stagger on him, which is more useful anyway. I really don't want to kill these guys in case this plan doesn't work, but I don't much care for the 50-50 here on the airstrike. Oh, we have good luck, though. Okay, let's go for it. This will probably work. Okay, No Legs has good luck. This is risky. This is... I've already committed to it, but things can go very badly. Okay. Oh god, that's good. That feels so good. Oh my god. You guys have no idea how I've been putting off doing this video for like a week because of how scared I was of this fight. I can't believe that was 2 shakes too. That wasn't even cutting it that close. Vulcan. All right. Blast all foes. Powerful fire attack. Burns any survivors. This is another very good way of consistently burning. Of course, it's going to be high SP cost. You already know that. 100% for 5 turns, though. That's a lot. AoE, physical fire magic, fire attack. Alright, we'll just capture these guys. We'll take them along for the ride here. They've earned their place. Oh my god, what a relief that was. I can't believe that little impromptu... I really didn't think he was that close. The thing is, when I did this on Twitch, I had Fabrizio in chat actually giving me a lot of useful info as far as health percentage ranges, capture ranges, you know, like what... If there's a calculator where you could put in exactly what HP they're at, and like statuses, it'll give you chance of capture. You could put in, like, you could do some math, basically, to figure out exactly what... Because there's very little RNG with the capturing. Really made a lot of powerful enemies, haven't we? Plunder this place and head for the next treasure trove. Oh my goodness. Alright. Meow. So my hair's been singed up. Okay. So this is actually... I forgot there's actually candle pedestals in this area. So technically, to full clear this area, you need the thermal boots and you need the candle. If you want to get everything on your very first pass, at least. Of course, you know, those chests we saw weren't the most valuable, but this is nice still. So in here we have the Heartstopper, a new gun for Lance. Another electric gun. I think this is his second one. Forged when lightning hit the earth. Sounds pretty cool. Boost damage to thunder skills, of course. We'll take another look at that in a second. We get the Spartan set for the fellas here. Unofficially known as Brush Head. Defending buffs HP, which is interesting. Spartan Cuirass. Cuirass. Actually, I've never known how to pronounce that word. Crimson Cape, Golden Armor. Nothing fancy right now. You see, right out the gate, though, those are pretty good stats for a level 1 piece of armor. And here we just get some steroid items. Anything hidden around here? No, surprisingly not. Okay. So let's take a quick look at the equipment we got. So let me see. We had the Thunder Core before. Do we have any other electric weapons? I can't remember. I think there's 2. Yeah, okay. Okay. Uses Earth Balls for some reason. Mainly spark while attacking. It's not too bad. I think that's a physical electric attack, but I might be wrong on that. Ground attack is double shot, which is interesting enough. Basically, with that double shot, you can inflict doom just for free, potentially, which is kind of cute. It's very cheap to upgrade, actually. Earth and bomb, or electric and bomb resist, stun immunity at max level. It's not too bad. Really quite similar. This one gives you charge. The Thundercrit gives you charge, which I think is very valuable. But this one gives pretty good split stats. You get decent attack and offense. Sorry, I'm a little flustered right now. You get a decent physical and magical attack and a bit of defense. So you know, it's personal preference really. And we got some mail armor. We're almost full on a lot of these things right now. Gives the player morale. It's always very helpful to get for free. You see at max level, 25 to both defenses, 10 HP. It's pretty respectable. Defending also buffs HP. There's not a lot of ways to get HP buff. So it's okay. I find it a little bit unremarkable. But, you know, it's not bad by any means. Defending buffs defense by 80. That is a little bit more significant. Remember to cast Crucified Fallen. I don't have enough silver to go to level 4, unfortunately. Crucified Fallen, I think we actually used that summon recently. Crucified Fallen. I don't think we have it anymore. But it's pretty good. I think it's the holy one that has a chance of instant killing, if I'm not mistaken. Anywho. Whew, I still can't believe that. Alright. Thank you guys very much for watching. Also, it's still playing the creepy music, I just noticed. Let's go ahead and fix that. There we go. Alright. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my twitch.tv channel. Currently streaming Dicey Dungeons, as well as Borderlands 3. That one I'm doing with my buddy Sacred Survival. I typically stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. EST, but I work around the Sacred's work schedule, so the Borderlands 3 streams can be really whenever we can squeeze them in. Like this week, this will go up on Thursday. Actually, tonight we'll be doing a Borderlands 3 stream. I think it'll be the 3rd one we'll have done. So we're still not too far in the game. Really loving the game so far, though. But yeah, also check out the Discord if you want to keep in touch. Hang out with a bunch of cool people we got over there. And know when I always announce there when we've got unusual stream times coming up. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Next time we're going to continue on into the ice half of the Crystal Caverns. And I am just remembering, actually, hold on. There was something else I wanted to show off. I knew I was going to forget. But I remember this time. I want to actually show off what happens if you use the bosses on their harder versions. So let's really quick. I almost totally forgot there. I knew there was one other thing I'd meant to do in this video. Alright. Okay. So, if we use Poseidon on Vulcan here, let's take a little look. Poseidon, what is this? Why do you torment me, brother? He doesn't even seem to think that it's actually Poseidon, which is interesting. Also, that's what the Poseidon limit break looks like. Pretty cool. Or the Poseidon summon. I actually forgot that it looked like that. Whew. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys later.